Hello friends, welcome again, in my channel. Today, we are learning about a statement distinct, and some more logical operators, which are very useful in data analysis field. In this video, we are talking about two things. First is distinct, second is logical operators, and, or, not, like, in, between. First, talk about distinct statement. This statement is used to return only different values from selected columns. This statement always comes with select statement. Syntax of this statement is. Now, understand this statement by an example. Suppose we have an order table in which we have 4 columns: ID, name, order date, and price. If we want to see different items' name from order table, then we can use this statement. Let's see the query. So, you saw that our result contains 4 distinct names, which means we have 4 different items in our orders table. Now talk about logical operators. First, see an operator. If you learned about logical gates, then it is very easy to understand this operator. An operator returns the value if and only if both the conditions are true. Let's understand this operator with an example. Suppose we have a shop table in which a record of different orders maintained. It has 4 columns: ID, product name, order date, and price. Now, if we want to retrieve product names which have price greater than 500 and less than 2000, then we have to use this AND operator. Now see the query. So, you see, that result contains only that value, which are greater than 500 and less than 2000, because an operator checks for both conditions and return the result, which satisfies both the condition. Now see, or operator. It returns result, which satisfies at least one condition. This operator is used when we want that at least one condition must be true. Now, see the example. Write a query to return product name and order date, where order date is greater than January 15th, or price is greater than 2000. So, now you can see that our result contains all the result, where date is greater than 15 of January, or price is greater than 2000. It includes both result, because, or operator returns all the result, which satisfies at least one condition. Now, we learn about like operator. This operator is mainly used to work with text data. If we want to match some patterns in our text column, then like operator becomes so useful. For example, we have an employee table in our database, and we want to retrieve only those employees' name whose name starts with A, then like operator comes in picture. It uses wildcards to match the patterns. Two widely used wildcards with like operator are % and underscore. % matches the one or more occurrence of characters, and underscore matches only one occurrence of character. Now, see the table to get a better understanding of these two wildcards. I think now you get better understanding of the working of like operator. Now, take an example, we have employee table, in which we have 4 columns, ID, name, email, and salary. Now we perform some queries in this table, using like operator. First question is, write a query to return those employees' name, whose name starts with S. Second question is, write a query to return employee data for those whose name starts with A and have 4 characters. Now, last question is, write a query to return email for those employees who have Gmail account. Now, talk about in operator. I like this operator because it works for both text and numbers. Okay, wait, I tell you a secret. If you are writing multiple or operator, then this operator will help you. In operator works like multiple or. For example, if we want to find employee data for those who have salary 34,000 or 24,000 or 34,500, then we usually write query like this. But if we use an operator, then we can minimize our query. So let's see the query. Let's see one more example. Write a query to return name and salary of Amit, Ankit, and Shruti. Now see, between operator. It returns the values between range, and it uses an operator to define range. So, let's see an example. From our employee data, we want to retrieve name and email of those employees who have salary between 24,000 and 34,500. Now, see one more question, write a query to return name and email of those employees who have ID between 4 to 10. Now, we come to the end of the video. Now, we see not operator. This operator is used to get the opposite result of our query. We can use not operator with other operators like and or between, and in. I will give you examples for each operator, so don't worry. Now, let's see examples. The first question is, write a query to return records for those employees whose names do not start with A. So, you saw, in the result of first question, we get the only those names that do not start with A. Our second question is, write a query to get records of those employees whose salary is not greater than 40,000 and name should not equal to Shruti, Ansh, and Sanju. You saw in result that our result contains only those records where salary is not greater than 40,000 and names are not equal to Shruti, Ansh, and Sanju. Third question is, write a query to get records of those whose salary is not in between 45,000 to 60,000. Thank you, that is all for this video. Assignments are given in my blog, so if you want to practice questions related to these topics, then go check my blog and get questions for practice. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. Goodbye, and I will see you in next video.